Alright, good evening, friends. We're back with some more Pheonotopia Awakening. We're here at the last wall, about to head on into the Scorched Lands, so we can take our piece of the Seralis Shard to meet up with the others who have their pieces and save the world. We should set a trap and snare and then drag him out. Perhaps, but our traps are designed for ghouls. We must extract him alive. Yeah. So this is where our game shifts in tone completely to kind of a more of a wasteland sort of vibe instead of the fantasy that we had before. Although we've still got our cute little vest, our baseball bat. Some of our weapons are getting a little bit more futuristic. Oh jeez. Alright, okay. Well, that's nothing to currently mess with. I don't particularly want to run into the types of enemies that are around here either. So I guess fortunately for us, that one did happen to have a moonstone. Oh, wait 1 second. Just grab a little bit of a health recharge. See what these folks have to say. We should set a trap, perhaps, but our traps are designed for ghouls. We must extract him alive. What are they talking about? Ah, Miss Gale, we have a most peculiar case, but we are not at liberty to say. General Wallace will fill you in. Is he around? There he is. Troubling, most troubling, truly. Miss Gale. Perhaps you can help me with something. Rest assured there will be recompense. Let's hear. One of my new recruits has gone missing. The whelps are more trouble than they're worth, honestly. I thought him dead, but scouts have reported seeing him alive. Strangely, he runs and hides at our approach. Perhaps he fears punishment, I know not. We merely wish to send him home. He is too weak. It won't be long before the scorched lands consume him. He hides at our approach, but maybe he'll listen to you. He's reported to be seen in the scorched lands, due west when you pass the wall. Yeah, we can check it out. Yay, Miranda. She's totally my dream girl. Before I was downcast and unmotivated. Now I am lifted and energized. Yeah, so he's fallen in love with a holographic advertisement. Miranda picks you up when you are down, gives you energy. Uh-oh. Okay. So that's the door. We got 3 charges to go to battery boxes. So we gotta find the batteries and bring them up. I think this one literally just opens that door. Alright. A little bit of wiggling. We can get it up there. Hey, welcome in, Fall Freckles. How are you doing? Not gonna give me this time. Alright, so there's 1 battery down. 2 to go. Yep. We got explosives and traps all over this place. Two batteries down. Aha, defensive maneuver. Alright, now I just gotta find where this last battery goes. And it looks like it goes up here. Alright, easy. And so much of this game has had jovial music too, and for it to just be so quiet all of a sudden. These machines are terrifying. Okay. So can't go up there. Doors open. I think we can smash this. Yeah. That should stop the hologram that our little buddy here is obsessed with. She's gone. I know. I knew. She wasn't real. Sometimes fantasy is better than reality. Fantasy was better. Guess I'll go. Alright. That's all that, I guess. A little bit of mystery meat. It's probably more dangerous than any of them anticipated. The lost recruit has returned, as expected of the hero. You have our gratitude. Thanks to you, my recruit has returned. I checked his record, no family, straggler. I've decided he is last wall material after all. But I digress. As promised, here's your recompense. May it prove useful. I think an energy gem will be useful. Just at any point in the game, actually. I think there's a bed here that we can sleep in. Yeah. What are you, cooked goods for now? Okay, and a lot of these are just not battles worth fighting. There are a few mysteries if we were to explore around it a bit more. But that can also be pretty dangerous. So let's just go on to where we need to be for now. And maybe one day we'll come back to explore. Welcome to something. SH something something L. Oh boy. That's just weird. Oops. Dang. So many buildings back there. Sprite work is so interesting. They do a great job at making it sound proper creepy too. I do really enjoy these battery puzzles. Oh, found one of those dog tags we need to look out for. Alright, we got another battery. Alright, it opens the door but also activates defense turrets. That's nice to know. We'll put a bomb here. Okay, that blows it up too hard. What about here? Almost. Oh, excellent. Okay. So I'll put this right there. Just a little bomb. Right. Heck yeah. Oh no. Okay. Oh. Ow. Takes a lot of bombs to shut one down. But they're not impossible to shut down. Nice fun little bit of platforming that these can be walked on. Exactly is down here. Okay, I don't want to jump down there. I also don't want to go that way. Okay, that way has nothing to offer us. We're in one of the blown out office buildings. Ooh, got us some hardtack. If there's a fire nearby this save point, then we can, yeah, maybe we can see what hardtack turns out like when you cook it. Ooh, another dog tag. Looks like somebody else made it down to this office building, but not much farther. Save room. Jeez. think that was clearly just there for a jump scare. Let's attempt to cook some hardtack. Gotta cook it moderately fast. Revitalized tack. Hardtack that's been soaked in water and cooked, resulting in a softer biscuit. It still tastes bland, but will do as a food source when nothing else is available. You know, well, let's go ahead and eat that. We'll eat straight tail as well. We'll have one of these pulled pork lunches. Save in this old office building that's a little bit more intact than others. Yep, not catching any fish in this pond. Also, not going down there. Not a big fan of how dark it is in here. What's our good quick food? Soup. Power attack charge to it. Alright, we got power to somewhere. Is this the same-ish place? No. It's not. Okay, yet another area. Wait, no, I think we can cross this. Kind of. Precariously. Oops. Okay, a little bit of money. Not really worth it. Okay, not all the creepy holes are useful to explore. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, we know how this person bit it. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this other pulled pork lunch. So I might be able to survive that once or twice. Probably just once. Okay, looks like we need another set of power activated. Right there. I'm just gonna keep checking exploding spears until I hear it deactivate. I think I got it. Alright. Alright, we'll just unplug whatever was plugged in here. Probably that robot was down here, actually. Judging by the pleasant lack of lasers. Alright. Doors open. Yeah, we can make it. Nice. Imagine getting there and not having bombs. I'm not sure you can actually. No, I think you need bombs to progress before that. Maybe it was just a bombable spot for flavor. Maybe that trick will work here. And not quite, but that's okay. Robot versus robot. Okay, or we could just throw us into a different screen. Gonna eat that blown up scorpion. Get right back in there. Oh dang. Okay. Alright, this place is scary. Boy, it's probably gonna take a lot of crossbow bolts. Okay. Still one more. This place is a war zone. Looking at the wires now, I think there was a way in a secret area back there to turn those off, probably. Instead of just destroying them all. There we go. Some very quiet puzzle solving today, y'all. Mostly we're just hopping around these little platforms, moving out batteries, trying not to be murdered by death skeletons. Okay. So that shows me what I can do with this battery. I guess there's a couple doors I can open with it. So I want to see what's over here. That was not the right door that I thought it was. We did need to do that one. Two more down below. I see. And they drop boxes to trap you in. That's kind of wild. Alright, well at least we found a moonstone and got another lock. Oh boy. That's a little ways back. Ooh. Oh, did notice that door. At first I thought it was a door I didn't notice. They did a fantastic job with all of the sounds. Okay, if I remember right, most of these other boxes are just zombies. Ghouls, maybe they call them. Alright, that was the money. Well, that was a much more reasonable way to spread the boxes out this time, though. Okay. Yeah. Rolling bombs in this level are just off. Kinda make it scared to move anywhere. Okay. So that could work. I just have to be careful to not get shot. Like there was a lot of love and care put into this part of the game. With all the scraps of robots in the background, the corrugated metal sheets posted up everywhere, just the rust. And it's hard to make things look like they've fallen apart without, you know, being kind of cheesy. Still, the rustic and decayed look pretty well. Ooh, there we go. Yeah. Definitely not the way I'm supposed to get up there. Ooh, I hear some ancient rations. An assortment of food preserved in a small box, allotted in times of war or scarcity. Got stale crackers, imitation butter, desiccated meat. It's old, but edible. Actually, not sure why it was so difficult for us to get up here. Maybe not difficult, but it's kind of a weird spot. Alright. I'll just leave and you respawn. And you'll be far enough away you'll forget all about me. Oops. There we go. And there we go. Alright. Another dog tag. Alright. Now we've taken that battery out. Hopefully it persists. And we don't have to deal with these turrets again. Yeah, way easier. There's still... Okay. can't quite make that jump. These are hard to time. It's about a half a second between clicking it and getting the actual explosion. Aha! This is where this battery goes. Okay, this is for us to see the crystal. Be taunted with it, not knowing how to get it. Stack some more boxes. Got another moonstone. Alright, cool. I don't know what I'm actually supposed to do there other than get shot. Probably come around from a different angle entirely. Blow it up. Pick it up. Right. Alright, here's one battery. And just need two more. This time before we go down there, we'll have more than 10 health. we're gonna eat this pulled pork. This ancient ration. And some cooked squash. Go ahead and get the spear ready this time. Maybe not be crazy effective down here. Maybe this would be better. But great, we got more goo. Yeah, it's enough to stand by. Huh. There we go. There we go. Physics puzzle. You're messing up my box. Yeah, it's probably fine. It's close enough. Oh. No, it's not. Okay. You know what? We got enough help. We can just, yeah, that works. There we go. Okay. There's not another one here. And there's no boxes. What am I supposed to do? Just fly over it? Boom. Secret tunnel. Nope. Almost. Got it. Alright, well, hey, we got an instant out of all that. Like, okay, pretty sure we're not supposed to go that way yet. Aha. Okay, cool, you jumpers. Let's see, I already went down there. I guess this is the last one. Yeah. We gotta do this over again. Okay, well that wasn't so bad. Oops. That's not bad. Well, I take all of that. Alright, so that should be all of the doors. Now leaving Eel. So it's been a minute since we walked into the Scorched Lands, but when we first entered, it said entering SH, and now we got EOL. So it spells out Sheol. If you know what Sheol is, leave a comment below. Okay. Ooh, I don't know that it gives us a flint here. The area coming up gets a little tough, but has probably my favorite song in the whole game. For the background. And we have exploding spear bombs right now, so They pack a real hard punch. We just blow up their nests here. We can hopefully keep them from spawning out. Even in the weird bug cave, we gotta worry about zombie robots. It's ridiculous. Here we have some Ead sap. Bitter but nutritious sap produced by fermenting roots and mushrooms harvested from mole caves inside an airtight web sack. Cooking would change its properties. Then we got some mole shrooms. Just think of home. And get back to that rad track. Alright, we got some light. We'll just follow the light out of the tunnel here. I don't think I want to pick up an odd shroom anyways. Gale doesn't seem like the type. And it's a crushed spaceship. Whoa, look at this ship. It'll likely dates back to the time of the Great War. The ancients created some really impressive stuff back in the day. When my ancestors left for the stars and became Stellanites, they couldn't take everything. So some creations here are as foreign to me as they are to you. Maybe there's something in the ship that we can use. Unless we get captured by a giant bug. Gale, are you alright? Hang on, I'll bust you out of there. Sorry for running out on you earlier. I completely forgot that I was piloting an avatar robot. No harm can actually befall me. Now you know about my one weakness. Bugs. So, how do you feel? Not so well. I'm impressed you're still alive. Those fangs have got to be venomous. I think this is the colony's food storage. It gives me the creeps. Before we hustle on out of here, I do have some good news. While the bugs were distracted, I searched the ship, and I found these rocket boots. They're a bit old, but not too different from the design my people still use. Try them on. Alright. Press and hold B while in midair to activate the rocket boots. The initial fiery burst that erupts will also toast enemies. You can also press CL while hovering to reactivate the thrusters. Let's hope we don't run into that thing again. Awesome. So now we've got the hover boots, one of my favorite upgrades in any 2D platforming game. They've got a meaty flame to them, nice controllable horizontal movement. As I said, you can press the button again to reactivate. And they're just always on. You don't have to equip them. We're gonna go ahead and save. And now, none of our fires need a flint. I bet the fire emitted from your new rocket boots could light this pile of kindling. They sure can. Let's cook up some heart attack. Pick up some mystery meat, hardtack. Let's cook up these shrooms. Toasted shroom. Fungi of mole caves that have been cooked on a little oil with added seasonings to taste. Any potential toxins have been removed through the cooking process. Tastes a little like meat. And when we cook this sap, we get elastic pellets. A springy, chewy pellet created by heating Ead sap. Some nutrition was lost in exchange for gaining electrical resistance. Holding on to this item will block once the paralysis state that occurs when hit by electricity. So that's good. That'll help us out. Potentially. Alright. We got a shiny little bag up top here. Nice. A moonstone. And so this answers a lot of questions you might have had about how to get a particular thing, or how you're supposed to, what you're supposed to come back with. If you ever thought you were obviously going to get a double jump at some point, and the spear wasn't cutting it, probably rocket boots. A few episodes ago when we were messing with that ladder, trying to get the ladder behind the dragon statue, rocket boots. Secret hole. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go back to our safe room for just a little bit. I'm not going through that way. Possibly somewhere where we can come back later. Oh boy. Now we got exploding ones. Oh, and the flying ones. Oh, the flying ones are the worst. Bunch of money. Okay, got another 6 minutes on our awesome healing song. So I'll just eat a bunch of weird meats instead. Get out of here. I think I assumed before you had to fight her. But maybe you don't have to fight that spider queen. Oh. What an awful platforming challenge. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. These guys again. Oh. Oh, I forgot about this puzzle. Interesting, okay. Yeah. Need more of these critters to jump out. So down this secret tunnel, we have one of the coolest, chillest fishing spots. Found a gold dragon scale. A pure mass of gold forged in the shape of a dragon scale. It weighs a precise 7 grams and carries a high value everywhere. Commonly used to condense one's wealth for lighter travel, some also prefer to trade with it directly. Interesting. Excuse me. Let's take a little bit of a bio break here. Just kind of stretch out a little bit. Use the restroom, get some water. We'll be right back. forgot to unmute my mic up to this point. Kind of disappointed in myself for losing all those fish, but I can at least come back for the gem fish that we need for the chef and that one moonstone. That one. Okay. I think pretty good. I don't remember what these little jellyfly critters are called. I really like them. Not a ton of creatures in caves like this that are just chilling and peaceful. Get your fish. Not even all of the fish are peaceful. Those fire spitting fish that are a huge pain. Alright. To try to get at least one gourmet fish fillet. this is a good visual puzzle. Yeah, a lot of hidden walls and holes and such. It's a heart container at the end, heart ruby, then we can take a few hits. Alright, much better than the last time. Still not perfect. This is puzzle 4. Probably a moonstone. So if I guessed. Oh no. I mean, I hit the little guy. Oh. Yeah, I mean, hit the little guy. Jellyfly. The translucent tentacle of a jellyfly. In addition to being packed with fatty nutrients, its slick surface and thin form allow it to be slurped raw like a noodle. Cooking would change its properties. Oh boy. I see. It is a moonstone. I'm sure there was another way they wanted me to do this, but... Oops. Alright, let's get the box. Hope we have a pretty decent chunk of moonstones by now. Let's get rid of the weird mushrooms. Okay, I think we've actually made it out of there this time. Right. Caves north. Forgotten teleporter. Alright, let's cook a few things. Cook some mystery meat. Excellent. Cook our one gourmet fish fillet. It's almost as hard to cook as mystery meat, maybe. Got ourselves a nice fish steak, 36 HP. We can cook another one of these. That way we have a full stack of shock-resistant pellets. Cooking these changes their property. Jellyfly oil. The slippery product of a melted jellyfly tentacle, it carries a fragrant aroma and is cold to the touch. Holding this item will block, once, the binded state that occurs when hit by webs or ropes. So if we would have fought the big spider boss back there, she does have like a web attack. And yeah, the jellyfly oil can help you out against that, I suppose. And also still might be enemies later on that can also do that. Let's see if we can get this ancient teleporter back on. Alright, we need 3 batteries. Easy. Okay. Here's how we will test our batteries. That battery's good. That battery, not good. That battery, also not good. Other dead. Okay. So we got a whole lot of dead batteries. And 2 good batteries. Okay. So all those are a no-go. Whoops. That battery yet to be seen. Those batteries jump. 4 more batteries to test. Nope. 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 This has gotta be it. Alright. We can just use these old batteries to make stairs most of the way up here. Yeah, it should work. Alright, let's put one on for light. Oh, nuts. Alright. And I forgot teleporter. Takes us where? It's Fran's research logs. We got a few entries here for good old Fran. When prospectors discovered this ancient teleporter underground, I knew this was where I should build my lab. I wanted to minimize disturbances to the original teleportation device as much as possible, so that I could glean as much as I can from it. Plus, choosing this site let me have a lakeside view. Win-win. The history of teleportation has been hectic, to say the least. Until about 2 decades ago, it was official peace ministry policy to dismantle and destroy any teleporters they found. Luckily, the peace ministers of today have become more reasonable. Rather than resistance, which I expected, I received support and encouragement. Should I be suspicious? Perhaps. Far too excited, however, with the official permissions in place, I began my research in earnest. In excavating and opening the model teleporter for study, I was greeted with a significant finding. Hooked beneath the teleporter was a crystal, and this crystal appears to be the mechanism by which teleportation occurs. I will hereby call them warp crystals. I've studied this crystal extensively, and if I had to describe it, it's like an object that exists in a higher dimension than our own. If we're in the third dimension, this crystal is in the fourth, or possibly higher. Picture a piece of paper as a 2D world with little 2D inhabitants. Now fold that paper in half and pierce it with a pencil. In the 2D world, it would appear to the inhabitants as if two giant circles appeared. But in the 3D world, we know that those two giant circles are caused by the same pencil. The pencil, one 3D object, can pierce through the folded 2D world multiple times. The warp crystal is like that pencil, to our world of paper, so to speak. It is a higher dimensional object that has pierced our 3D reality multiple times. That means that all warp crystals in our 3D world are really part of the same object in the higher dimension. A stunning consequence of this realization is that everyone who owns a warp crystal owns the same warp crystal. The ancients, in their wisdom, discovered how to use the crystals as a bridge between multiple spots in our reality. In the proper world example, it'd be like if the 2D inhabitants discovered how to travel along the pencil, which now connects two separate points in their paper world. It's quite fascinating. Though I was also a bit disappointed to discover that I can't create as many teleporters as I want. We will always be limited by the number of warp crystals we have. They don't exactly grow on trees. You can find some of them in trees, I think, though. Great news! Based on the ancients' records, we've been able to obtain teleportation. Great news, based on the ancients' records we've been able to obtain, teleportation is spoken of as a common phenomenon. The ancients are almost blasé about it, so my assistants, Van and Lan, had a theory. If teleportation was common, then so too must be warp crystals. If so, where are they? What if the warp crystals we seek were actually hiding in plain sight? They are disguised. We've taken to testing various gemstones, and aha! It turns out that moonstones are actually faded warp crystals. These almost common gemstones, traded by the populace for their beauty, are in fact the crystals I seek. I guess you could liken it to how people treated the first dragon fossils. They simply didn't know what kind of marvel they were holding. The moonstones are faded, however, a result of having aged for half a millennia in suboptimal conditions. I have no idea what is happening with the crystals in the fourth or whichever dimension and these things really exist in. But in testing, we discovered that they are not as effective as using the pure, intact warp crystal we excavated from the original teleporter. Luckily, we discovered that if we hook enough moonstones together, we get similar results to a pure warp crystal. So, we're going moonstone hunting. I'll kind of leave the diary entries off there for now. See, what else is down here? Maybe that's it. Alright. And this puts us right up here, which we can now access because of our cool hover boots. Okay. So how many moonstones do we have? We have 24. Places that are active. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and help Fran upgrade the teleporters the rest of the way. Because the things that Thomas is going to give us at this point... and she gave us another tailoring voucher. Should have read her dialogue. The things that Thomas can give us right now are an upgrade to the slingshot, which we don't really use, and an upgrade to the lantern, which would kind of be useful. But Fran might have something else for us if we can connect everything together. For your service to science, let me reward you with this. An energy gem. With this, the first test network of teleporters is complete. I've sent word to the peace ministers that we're ready for an evaluation. Until then, we mustn't get complacent. Any number of things could go wrong. The moonstones could get stolen, or they could burn out, liquefy, explode, or even implode. I don't think we have 10. Yay, another set of moonstones. Aw, it's no good without a full set. Yeah. We could potentially join the Geo Club at some point if we feel like we need more defense going into the last section of the game. In fact, we might as well join up with the Geo Club. Got a nice little map here that kind of marks off where a lot of the geo locations are. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it looks like there's 10 locations. Oh, I need to actually go talk to the person in charge. I guess I should have read better. Greetings, you must be the new member. Gale, is it? That's a pretty name. I'm Georgia the 7th. Or no, the 12th. But you can just call me Georgia. Now I understand you'd like to join Geo Club. It'd be my honor to initiate you. We're all about exploration, fun, and community. First thing you'll need to do is learn a song. I'll explain why after. For now, just repeat after me, whether that be whistling or with an instrument of your choice. Great work. The song you just played is known as the Geo Song. All Geo Club members know it, and the song is a key that will allow you to enter our Geo Dungeons. You see, all of our Geo Dungeons are guarded by a gate and a songstone. Songstones are... you know about songstones already? That's great. I guess there's no need for further explanation. We have a special beginner's Geo Dungeon set up right outside to the right. I highly recommend you try it to get your bearings. Geo Jacket. Perhaps the strongest and most beautiful armor this whole kingdom has to offer. This one can be exchanged for a whopping 6 Geo tickets. Okay. So maybe we do 6 dungeons. Yeah, that should be pretty easy. I think maybe that'll be something we do possibly next stream. Let's see.
Just one or two more things I'd like to do here. First of all, okay. The research for the ultimate dish is incomplete. He wants the fish that you can see right through. Or she, maybe? I'm not sure. Oui, exactement. Les essence of the amber fish will clarify the dish. Its quality will be plain to see. Ho ho ho. Chef Basil is short on the money for the moment. Take this in lieu of payment. Oh, nice. Alright. The final ingredient is a specimen fascinating. Like meat and like plant together. Might be a minute before we see something like that. I feel like there was another thing I was here for. Nope, I'm thinking of hair dye, that's what I'm thinking of. But that's in Ataï specifically, I think. Don't think I have any antiques. A good 5 slots of. I don't think we're gonna need to buy that much calorie slush, but I want to buy some calorie slush. Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Hmm. So Mr. Planto. I actually did not expect to see him here. This place is pretty. Something about the mountains. We meet again. You find me in good cheer today. Fetch me 5 food units, please. The soil's off balance here. I can't work my magic when the soil's off balance. Received. As pretty as these flowers are, once my flower sprouts, they shall pale in comparison. That's what happens when you go against the pro. In any case, thank you. Receive this as payment. Nice. Okay. Excuse me. I think actually, hop in over here, kind of the geo-base Fran area. I think this is their starter dungeon. I wonder if you get a ticket for that. I don't remember. Looking at their map. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's where one of them is. Okay, so there's 10. We need to do all but 5 of them. Or all but 4 of them, I mean. You get to stay in your dorms too, right? Nice. Alright. Saved at the Franway Geobase. We'll eventually go back through the teleporter, back up into the, well, I could just go ahead and take us through there. We did drop a save, and that's probably where I'll load it from. Because I want to go around and maybe get some of those Geoclub tickets, get our final vest upgrade, maybe complete our trade quest, and get a very powerful weapon. So now it's saved there. And then we've got this whole area kind of up here where we'll see what this whole mess is. And then we'll kind of see what's up here. Okay, interesting. Alright, so I didn't know you could actually fight those in this lower area. But that's pretty cool, because that's actually the last ingredient that our chef friend needed. Yeah, not even trying to show or go get that. So I guess we'll take that back. But then we've also got this area over here. Hello, Alco Strong Harpy, maybe strongest harpy. See collection of scythes, you impress. And he happens to have that strange rock Alco found. Catch attention of Alco when fly. You want Alco trade for something cool. So this here, in case you haven't pieced together from the blacksmith shop that we visited in the Windmill City, this is the other half of the meteorite that he wants to craft an ultimate weapon for somebody. So, pretty good chance that's the end of our trade quest. Ara. Awful strange to see wingless one around these parts. Rarely know not if you brave or foolish. Which? Brave. No, foolish. Merely suggest you turn back. Climb no good. Harpy make cliffs unclimbable. Keep outsiders out. Merely get in big trouble for this. Merely help, but Merely want beautiful sparkly. Most beautiful sparkly humans have. And there's that blue text that lets us know we can do something about it. Find it, and Merely help you reach top. So that's about as far as we can go. There. Come in here. It's just some pots. Some honey drops. But you can clearly see there's a lot more going on back there. So maybe we find this keyword shiny rock. We can take it back to Marley. I guess while I'm here, might as well explore this little side area. and try to find a chicken. You got a sparrow. They taste delicious, but this sparrow is probably better put to use producing eggs. It'll be a great addition to the coop back at Pansella. Nice. An extra chicken. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, thank you. Okay, yeah, so chicken. End of our trade quest. Don't know why I saved there. Right, so we'll go back. We'll finish off our chef quest. And we still need 5 more moonstones before we have a full set of 10. Building. Oh, I gotta equip it first. First, let's read it. A huge carving of meat hunted from the monstrous arbor. Perhaps due to the creature's plant hybrid nature, the meat appears an odd texture that is tough, lean, and even slightly crispy. Cooking would tenderize it. Oui, exactement. The essence of the arbor ham will unify all the flavors, much like the creature unify fauna and flora. Thanks to you, I, Chef Basil, can finally create the ultimate dish. The world of the culinary arts says merci. Bien, sir. You too will get a taste of the divine flavor. Come back in a while. This ultimate dish takes time to prepare. Okay, yeah, so we can come back to that some other point. Take this big raw meat on an actually good cooking fire, not just some burning logs out in the wilderness. A nice pulled pork bunch. Excellent. trying to decide whether I wanted to save those golem parts or just bring them over here to the recycler. Okay. I think we've done enough running around at the end of the stream. I'm gonna take us back to the Franway and the Geo place, just so we have a good save-off point. I can pretty well remember what we're doing when we come back. So I want to hit 6 of these geo bases, at least. If that doesn't take very much time, we might do the others. Because the trade quest doesn't have a lot longer left on it. There is one part of it in particular that might take a little while. But it's kind of like its own puzzle. Get a full rest here. Go back and save. And we'll pretty well be topped off with the best defense and offense for the last area. Some good healing items. Maybe get a haircut or hair dye. Okay, we're good. That kind of feels right. Okay. Well, hopefully that wasn't too much running around in the second half. If it was, hopefully you just skipped it if you were just interested in all the good story bits. Like I said, next time we'll maybe run around, clean up some of these little geo-base activities, finish off our trading quest, maybe do a few other things here and there, depending on how much is around kind of the areas that we end up going to. Yeah, I think next stream will be pretty fun, and then the stream after that could be the last if the final area goes by pretty quickly. But it could be a couple more, to be honest. So we'll kind of see. But anyways, it's been fun playing this. I hope everybody's been enjoying playthroughs. They're fine. Can't blow up their sandcastle though. It's a really fun game. Like I said, I hope everybody's been enjoying it. Hopefully y'all have a good night. Stay stretched out, stay hydrated. Keep in touch with your friends. Like and subscribe. Come back for more. And have a good night. Most importantly of all.